Hygienic, ingenious supplies.
Spikes, what's up? We're back for another Goliath Gauntlet today, with me as the Gauntlet and Jay, once again.
Hello.
Running through the Gauntlet.
Running right through it.
So actually, why don't we get you to say who you're playing first, I think, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Jay here. I'm going to be playing Vynnset, running her through the Gauntlet. I'm learning the terminology.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're both working on learning it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. This is your show, isn't it? Okay, cool.
Bill's show.
So Vynnset is our new Shadow Runeblade hero who I'm super excited about. We've waited a while. You know, most people aren't excited about it because Runeblades are quite dominant, but I'm a Chain person. You know, when Chain first came out, I was excited. So anyways, our new Shadow Runeblade hero, she is a young Shadow Runeblade hero with 20 health and 4 intellect. She has 2 relevant. One of them's more relevant than the other one. The first one, no matter what at the beginning of my turn, I need to banish a card from hand. Preferably that's a Runegate card because then I can play that out for free, but that makes me a Rune Champ. The second thing, if I play a Shadow non-attack action, I can choose to lose a life. And if I do my first Rune Chant effect, so essentially the arcane damage that my first Rune Chant deals is unpreventable. So then that can lead to some fun shenanigans. I'm playing Flail of Agony, which is a Vynnset specialization for the first time on a weapon. Once per turn action, I can pay a life to attack, which is flavorful. When this hits, I create a Rune Chant token. This Grimoire, whatever you want to call it, on my offhand here may or may not come up. I can pay 1 to banish it and create an Eloquence token, so that when I play my next non-attack action, pops and gives it go again. So rarely relevant, but maybe. It does have AB1, which Ira, you know, the wizard.
Wow, spoilers.
Yeah. So this also does have Blood Debt though, so if I do banish it, it's gonna kill me on my turn. Eliot, you won the dice roll, which means I'm going second, and so I'm playing Ebonfold. Ebonfold allows me to pay 1, destroy this, and banish a card from hand. So on turn 0, it allows me to set up and get something that I would want to play in banish, so a Runegate card. I'm running Tunic because I'm expecting that this game might go a little bit long, but this makes me a resource every 3 turns, which is great. And I'm experimenting with some different cards in this deck, so we'll see if it works out. Vexing Quillhand, I can pop when I'm in a bind to make 2 Rune Chant tokens, and this will allow me to open up my banished zone and play some fun Runegate cards for free.
Yeah, effectively just 2 free resource, right? It's like Skeleta-ish mini.
Yeah, it can be quite good and quite impactful on those turns where I haven't had the opportunity to set up and things like that. Mm-hmm. Spellbound Creepers is just shenanigans on a card. Pay 1, put a bind counter, do a bunch of stuff, but play non-attack actions at instant speed, and that can open up the playing field to do some fun stuff as well.
Yeah, I think I played that card in our last gauntlet against each other, and I still don't know what it does. So you tell me what it does, and I'll believe you.
Okay, cool.
That's
I'll just make sure. That's cool.
And yes, as Jay alluded to briefly in his intro there, I am bringing Ira, the Crimson Haze, as the first defender of the gauntlet.
Sounds right.
We're working on it. Ira's a ninja hero, and she says your second attack each turn gains +1. Nice and simple, not like this complicated mess.
Yeah, well.
I get to use some ninja weapons and in my hands. I've got Harmonized Kodachi in my one and a Zephyr Needle in my other. We were actually talking a little bit before the game. I was thinking he might have the Reduce to Rune Chance as a defense reaction in his deck.
We'll see.
And I said, let's go for it anyway. Because I am a ninja hero, I've got Mask of Momentum on my head. This card's broken. The play pattern that it forces you to defend my little dinky attacks to not let me draw cards, or let me draw cards. That would be bad. Then I've got some weird choices in my middle section here. I've got Vesta the First Fist and Breaking Scales.
Yeah.
So these are kind of, I think that they are more optional than the wider public might think. I think Vest is actually really interesting. Again, kind of forcing a play pattern from your opponent, forcing them to decide whether or not the when an action hit or when an attack action hits, if I'm going to destroy this to gain the 2, whatever. And then this is just +1 attack on board. It's +1 attack and +1 defense, whereas the Tiger Stripe Shuko is basically just 2 block in this deck. Not a lot of attacks that are getting that buff, so I went with this option. And then I've got Tide Flippers on my toesies. Probably not breaking these for the attack reaction. They are here because I've been told that I want at least 1 and probably 1 Arcane Barrier against Vynnset.
I would encourage you to break them early.
Yeah, I bet you would. Like Jay said as well, I did win the die roll, so I am going first, and we'll get into it here. I'm going to start things off, as one usually does in an Ira deck, by pitching a blue card with 0 cost. So that's going to make me 3 resources, and I'm going to use one of them right away to attack you with this Harmonized Kodachi for 1 with Go Again.
I'm going to choose to take the 1 and go to 19.
Okay. Then I'm going to use another resource, attack you with the Zephyr Needle, so it'll get Ira's buff and be for 3.
For 3, he says. I will block that for 3 with this Widespread Destruction.
Tough. I'll follow things up with a yellow 100 Winds. Obviously 100 Winds was not the last attack, so it's just a 0 for 2.
0 for 2. I will also block that for 2.
I don't like that very much. I'm gonna move to the end of my turn.
As you move to end your turn, I'm going to instant speed destroy Ebonfold by pitching this Dread Triptych, floating 2. That will allow me to banish this Widespread Destruction and draw a card. Since it's a shadow action or a shadow card, I get to draw a card.
Okay.
So I'll draw this card, and I will allow you to pass your turn.
Yeah, so the combat chain, and then I'll arsenal a card.
Well, I will begin by taking my Tunic to 1 with Giant Dice. Okay, so at the beginning of my turn, well, I shouldn't have ticked Tunic yet, but Vynnset's the first thing that's going to trigger. I'm going to banish this Widespread Ruin from hand, and that's going to make me a Rune Chant token.
Okay.
I'll use big dice for that too.
Yeah. Lots of widespread things happening over
Going
here.
wide, you know.
Okay.
I'm going to play this Deathly Wail from hand, pitching a blue. This will come in for 1 Rune Chant and for 6. This one checks how many heroes have lost life. When I close the combat chain, it will make me Rune Chants based on that number. So if you lose life, I'll make 1 Rune Chant. If we both lose life somehow, I will make 2 Rune Chants.
Well, somehow, can't you do this thing?
No, so I have to play a shadow non-attack action first. If I do, then I can. Then it guarantees that we both take damage and I make less Rune Chants.
Well, that would have been good for you.
It would have been good, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be taking the Rune Chant.
Okay.
And the 6, I think that I would like to not take. I will defend with, or sorry, I guess not defend. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty. No defense, no blocks.
Yeah, we can move to reactions, and I have no reaction.
I've got a sink below.
Excellent.
So I'm going to block 4, but I will take 2.
Would you like to sink?
I would not.
Okay, no problem.
Unfortunately.
So take 2, and I will move to Arsenal. So as I close the chain, since 1 of 2 current heroes took damage, I will make 1 Rune Chant as I close the chain. I'll Arsenal this last card, and I'm going to take 2 to Blood Debt.
Okay.
Passing to you.
Alrighty. This turn might look a little familiar. Here's a blue 0 cost. Here's a Harmonized Kodachi.
A Kodachi.
This is a blue stab wound. You know, maybe keep your eye out. Might be playing some stab wounds.
I don't want to be stabbed or get a wound from being stabbed. I'm going to take 1 here.
Okay. I'm going to do the second verse, same as the first. Zephyr Needle for 3.
No blocks.
No blocks. You may take 3, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to use this opportunity, and again, I guess I don't know how much of it we kept in there, but Jay really thought about that. So I'm going to pay a resource to attack you with this Whirling Mist Blossom.
Sure.
So if it hits, and it's the 2nd or higher chain link in a row to hit, I'm going to draw 2 cards.
This would draw you 3 cards.
It might.
So I'm going to attempt to not let that happen, but being aware that you also have a card in hand and a card in arsenal. And that there are cards in this game called attack reactions.
Are there?
I heard whispers.
Is Stab Wound one? No. I don't know about them.
This does have go again.
It certainly does.
have such a fun hand that I don't. Well, I just don't.
You just don't. You will get absolutely annihilated in the comments if you let me draw 3 here and then you don't do something really, really cool.
I know. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Just put you on edge at, 10:30 in the morning here?
Okay, I'm going to go full greed.
Okay.
Full greed. I'm going to hope you don't have an attack reaction. I'm going to give you these 2 pieces that you're not meant to block with.
That's fair. So blocking for 2. I have something unfortunate for you, friend.
Yeah. This is a combo card? It's not a combo card. You can't.
Oh, it's not a combo card.
Bamboozled.
I thought I got you, then,
Bamboozled.
but you got me. Okay. Well, I still can't be mad about this, right? This is a pretty good trade for me.
It's pretty good for you.
I will say no reactions, I guess, then, and move to the end of my turn.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm happy about that.
What do you got for me?
Now you get to feel the full wrath of Vynnset. That was intense. I'm sorry. I'm going to banish. I'm going to start my turn by banishing. I don't need to remember Tunic anymore, which is great. That's why I blocked with it.
True.
Banish this Envelop in Darkness. Unfortunately, I do not have a Rune Gate card to banish, but that will bring me to 2 Rune Chance.
Okay.
Just so people know, I'm putting irrelevant banished cards under my deck. I tend to put the Rune Gate ones that are relevant in front so that everybody's aware of what is going on.
He's doing this for you.
Just for you. I'm going to start by playing a Mavrian Skies.
I know what that one does, and I know it's scary for me.
It gives go again and on hit 3 Rune Chance.
It is the red one.
You don't want 3 Rune Chance to happen. I'm also going to play this Envelop in Darkness from Arsenal, pitching a blue card, floating 2. This is a Shadow non-attack. So Vynnset's second ability will trigger for the first time. I will choose not to take the damage.
Okay.
I will, however, go to 3 Rune Chance, Envelop in Darkness's ability here. This will also give my next attack +2.
Okay.
My next attack will be, it will be the Widespread Destruction.
Okay.
So this will come in with 3 Rune Chance. It will get +2 from Envelop in Darkness. It has go again, and if it hits, I will create 3 Rune Chance on the back end.
Okay, and then what does it do itself?
So when I close the chain, whoever's taken damage will banish their arsenal.
Ooh.
Yes.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Well.
And it's even just if you lose health. So even if you take one of the Rune Chance, that will trigger when I close the chain.
Okay. Also bad.
Also bad.
I think I have to take some slow play here.
Okay.
I'm going to pitch this Rushing River.
Yes.
To make 3 to barrier each of the Rune Chance.
That makes sense.
Then I would like to block this attack for 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Any attack reactions?
I will pass reactions.
I have a red Flick Flack.
I have a red Hummel.
I'm getting owned in my favorite game. Okay. So I am blocking 8, but the attack is now for 12?
Yes.
So I take 4. Then Pommel?
Yes, so you discard a card from hand. And on hit, I make 3 Rune Chance.
Oh my goodness.
See, this is why I got greedy.
Yeah, this has gone very poorly for me very quickly. I will discard this, this Flying Kick to the Pommel.
Excellent. You don't have an arsenal yet, anymore, so that means that, you know, if I break the chain, it's kind of irrelevant. So I'm not going to break the chain. I'm just going to clean these up because these have resolved. I will come in with this Widespread Ruin for 3 and 6.
Yowza.
This one does not have go again.
Okay, what does it do when the combat chain closes?
So the Widespreads each, so the blue one you banish from hand, the yellow one you banish arsenal, and this one just banishes the top of your deck.
Top of deck, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, my singular card in hand is not going to do much here. I'm going to be a little greedy myself, and I'd like to keep this card.
Okay.
So I am going to take the 3 Rune Chance.
Okay.
And take 6.
Yep, down to 4.
Yep.
Alrighty, I will pass. I have nothing left in my banish, banish, so no blood debt.
Yeah, I do banish, what is it? The top card of my
Oh, sorry, yes.
deck?
Arsenal, which doesn't exist, on top of your deck.
Okay, the top card of my deck is A torrent of tempo.
Excellent. Please banish that.
I will.
Okay, over to you, sir.
Well, I have a singular card in my hand.
Excellent.
That I was being greedy about, so I'm going to arsenal it.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my plan.
Great.
And I'll draw 4 cards.
Okay.
Okay.
So the good thing for you is Vynnset does take setup turns.
Okay.
And so that's why the ebb and fold, I mean, we can talk about it at the end, but anyways. I'm going to banish this widespread rune from hand to Vynnset's ability. That will make me 1 rune chant. I will then play this Runeblood Incantation, pitching a Dread Triptych. So Runeblood Incantation is really interesting. It comes in with 3, what do they call it? Verse counters. At the beginning of my turn, I tick down the number of verse counters and I make myself a rune chant. So for the next 3 turns, I will make 1 rune chant at the front end of my turn off of this. I will follow that up, since this has the go again, with a Read the Ruins, which will bring me to 4 rune chants.
Holy smokes.
But then I will simply pass my turn.
Okay.
So I will be taking 1 to Blood Debt here, and it will be back to you.
Okay. Well, that's not the worst thing that could have happened to me, I think. Well, maybe it is. You have 4 rune chants now, and I have 4 health, and you're going to make at least a 5th, probably a 6th. Holy moly. No sense in worrying about it, right? Let's just play the game plan as we always have. Here's a blue find center, coming in with a Kodachi for 1.
I will take the 1. Go to 11.
Going down to 1 resource, needle for 3.
Needle for 3, I will attempt to block with this yellow Deathly Wail.
Okay, it is blocked. I will follow that up with an Enlightened Strike.
Ooh.
Putting this card from my hand on the bottom, and it will be with Go Again.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and block that for 5.
Tough. That is tough for me. It's very tough for me because the remaining card in my hand is the 2nd Whirling Mist Blossom.
I see it. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to get you.
You almost did. So this on hit is no longer active then, right?
Correct. It is just an attack for 2
Okay,
currently.
I see. I will say no blocks.
Okay. I've got to try to keep it going here, so I am going to Ancestral Empowerment.
Got it. Okay.
So give it +1, draw a card.
I will therefore take 3.
Well, I'm not arsenaling it,
Okay.
so I'll attack you with this Rising Knee Thrust for 1.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take 1.
I'm gonna break this
Sure.
because I learned that this says combo recently.
Yeah.
So I'll hit you for 2.
Okay, I will take 2 and go to 6.
Okay. That is my attempted rebuttal turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So at the beginning of my turn, a couple things will happen. I have 2 triggers that trigger instantaneously. I'll first banish this Deathly Wail. 2 Vynnset, go to 5 rune chants. This will take to 2 and make me a 6th rune chant. I will then come in with this Deathly Wail. So this will be for 6 and 6. No Go Again. And if you take any damage, I will make 1 rune chant on the back end.
Holy moly. So I've got a blue Flick Flack
Okay.
and a blue 100 Winds,
You've done it.
which will pay for 6 rune chants here because they block for 2, so it's better to use them that way. If I block for 2, I die. If I block for 3, I don't strictly die,
That's true.
but it doesn't look great for our hero, me.
Oh, you're the hero.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
always the protagonist.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm going to block for 5 with both cards in my hand.
Okay.
Both
Please
remaining cards in my hand, I guess.
I guess you don't have very much blocker. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, please take 1.
I will take 1 down to 3.
Okay, I will clean up. As I close the chain, I'll make 1 rune chant, since one of our heroes, there are 2 here, have taken damage. I will make 1 rune chant and I will pass.
Alrighty.
Oh, sorry, I take 1 to Blood Debt. Look at that, I'm killing myself.
Ooh, you know, that's good for me. Probably. I once again am empty-handed, so I will
Okay.
pass the turn back.
Sounds good.
Draw 4.
So at the beginning of my turn, Vynnset will trigger. I will banish this. I banished both of my red Envelop in Darkness, which is really not where you want to be. But I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to go to 2 rune chants. Runeblood Incantation will also tick to 1 and make me a 3rd rune chant. How difficult do I want to make your life? You're at 3.
I'm at 3.
I could just break Vexing here. You know what? Let's do it. I'm going to break Vexing Quillhand. I don't need to, but it's fun. I'll go to 5 rune chants.
Love that for you.
And then I'll come in for 5 and 6. 3 in hand.
Holy moly. 5 and 6, he says.
Yep.
I once again have a blue to pitch here. It's a crane dance. Yeah, I'll pitch this yellow 100 wins as well to barrier all 5 of the rune chants.
You've done it. 6 vanilla damage.
I'm gonna assume that you're just like owning me with another pummel or something.
That could be the case.
Oh man, but if I block with my mask and then you don't pummel me, wait. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I block with the mask and you pummel me, I die anyway.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to block for 5.
Okay.
With the 2 remaining cards. Dang it, Jay!
Pitching these 2 reds.
Yeah, man. You got me.
Good game.
Oh, man.
Good game.
Wow.
Yeah. Vynnset is quite good. I think she's actually like in Blitz. In CCG, I'm having a lot of fun. But I think actually I underestimated her originally in Blitz. Sure. I think she's a Blitz hero, and she's capable of doing some stuff. She does suffer from the Runeblade curse, which is like you cannot draw some awkward hands. And you do need to be able to set up sometimes, but like if I'm pressuring 24 damage the turn before, it's probably okay if you take a turn off. And taking a turn off still like made me 4 rune chants and like filled my banish zone.
Right, it was hardly what you could call a turn off, right? Like I was staring down, yeah, like another 15 damage or something on that turn, right? Like, yeah, wow. My threat of my Vest of the First Fist never came to fruition. That didn't do anything. You so rudely didn't let me draw 3 cards the one time I attempted to trigger the mask there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I didn't draw poorly per se. Like I had quite a few like red D-reacts. I had quite a few blues for barrier on the rune chants, but yeah, just the numbers that you were putting out.
But that hand too, like red Mavrian Skies and pummel is where you want to be.
Yeah.
Like almost guaranteeing that on hit of 3 rune chants.
Yeah. And discarding a card. Pummel's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to watch me get pummeled again, probably, tune in next time on the next installment of the Vynnset Gauntlet. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. Before you close the window, make sure you click subscribe for more great Flesh and Blood content.